Today we are in Sydney in Australia, which is our 16th country. We're up early this morning because we only have one day in Sydney to see as much as we possibly can.
We're gonna go to the Sydney Opera House as well as the Bondi Beach and a lot of other areas here in Sydney, Australia. So we're super excited to go start checking all those out.
Our first stop is of course going to be coffee because we can't start the day without it. I found a really cute coffee shop online, so we'll see if it lives up to the expectations. First stop of the day is the iconic Sydney Opera House, which is right there behind us. Almost no one's out here this morning because it's nice and early, so tip, make this the first stop of your day. We took a train across the town and it was really nice because we got to just tap our credit cards and it counted that. We didn't have to like buy a special card, we just tapped the credit card.
It always amazes me like how much better other countries are at public transportation than America. So not only can you use the train, but there's also public buses and there's also public ferry to go back and across the water here in Sydney. So pretty crazy how much public transportation there is available.
It's really pretty, so we're just gonna keep walking around and exploring this pretty area and check out some museums today.
We are here at the Queen Victoria building, which is just like a building that was built back in the 1800s in honor of Queen Victoria and is now like a modern shopping center. But we stopped in here just to kind of check it out and of course grab another coffee. One coffee is just not enough for the morning, so of course you got to get a second one. But now we're headed over to the Australia Museum to check out a little bit more of the history of Australia. I don't really know what I was expecting at the Australian Museum. I definitely wasn't expecting that though.
So we just finished up at the museum, which had lots of great exhibits of all the different crazy wild animals that they have here in Australia, including 20 of the world's top 25 most dangerous snakes live here in Australia. A little terrified about that fact. Next, we're going to take an Uber over to the beautiful Bondi Beach area. Doing the coastal walk, which goes from Bondi Beach all the way down to Coogee Beach. The sun keeps popping in and out behind the clouds. We've put on a ton of sunscreen, but this walk is absolutely beautiful along the coast.
This walk is only about an hour long. However, the Australian sun is definitely draining, so I feel so tired just doing this little walk.
So it's already 3 in the afternoon. The day is going really fast, but it's fun just to walk along the beach and take in the beautiful views.
about finished up our afternoon walk. It has been a super great way to kind of check out more of Sydney and just walk all the way along the coast. We are just feeling super thankful to actually be here in Australia. For like the past 7 to 10 days, we kind of thought we weren't going to make it here because I may have filled out an e-visa wrong. So instead of being like automatically approved, you know, as soon as you fill it out, it got pushed over into further processing, and we were told it was going to take, you know, it could take up to 30 days. So we really thought we were not going to be able to come here to Australia because that was just about 10 days ago that I filled that out. So we really thought we were going to have to completely cancel our trip. Within about 2 days before we actually flew from New Zealand to Australia, we got notice that the e-visa was granted, so we were good to go and come here to Australia. So super happy that we did make it here to Australia. And just kind of a thing to note for anyone else who is traveling is to make sure you actually do double check your e-visas and make sure you're filling out everything correctly, otherwise could get pushed over into further processing. But now we are gonna go try and find some supper.
We're ending the night with fish and chips, which is one of my favorite meals ever. How good does that look? Looks amazing. We just got done with our walk by the sea and we are really tired and so hungry. We also have tartar sauce. Let's dig in. This looks so crispy. 10 out of 10. This fish and chips is so delicious. We're at Costi's Fish and Chips, right off of Bondi Beach. So we just finished up our fish and chips. They were absolutely delicious. Now we're gonna walk down to the bus station to grab a ride back to our Airbnb, which is close to the airport. Then we're getting up super early tomorrow because we're gonna fly to Cairns, which we have a lot of really fun things planned there, including scuba diving in the Great Barrier Reef. So make sure to stay tuned for that, and we hope that you enjoyed our day here in Sydney, and we will see you in the next one.